Hello everybody, how are y'all doing on this fine evening or day or morning or night? I'm Ghost, and as you guys know, I have been doing a lot more single player games, or I'm trying to at least. Um but as you can probably see from the title of this video, we are going to be playing Edith Finch all in one video. I mean, I don't really have much else to say except for like and subscribe. And let's get into it. What remains of Edith Finch? This is loud. This is loud. That should be better. Oh, what the heck? Oh. Okay. Edith Finch. How do I? Oh, what am I doing?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. It's going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Oh, we're in. Yo, this game looks gorgeous. Hold up. This game looks. This game looks fantastic. Oh, shift to zoom. Okay. There's no sprinting.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
What even is that? What is this? Oh.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Damn. Brother Lewis died. Okay. Is she? Also, I'm sorry it's so dark.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
This is gonna
Maybe
be.
she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to
Dark.
bring me back.
Dark face cam. Ghost right here. Hope y'all can deal with that. I don't feel like turning my light on. But it's like 11 p.m. right now. Filming this pretty late.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. I'm not seeing it. Oh. The deer. Hello, buddy. How old is this game? I've seen, like, nothing on this game.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Bro, what is that? What
the house
is
was
this?
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This is not even a real house. Bro, what? The music. Oh my god, the music. That's
As a
not...
child,
Nope.
the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
It makes me... It doesn't look safe. It looks cool, though. Definitely a safety hazard, though.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. Well, there's a way this way. Oh, there's a little ring around my neck. Is that a ring? Yeah, it's a ring. Looks like a leaf. Oh, little wind chimes. Is that a treehouse? There's a swing, too. am I doing? Oh. Game froze. Okay.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay, we're in some kind of garage. There's a little kiddie pool. Little kiddie pool.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Dude, this house is crazy.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Jesus, that is a big water filter.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Kitty. That's a big stove. Jeez, I can't see anything. Started right. There we go.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh, man. Wait, is this a sad game? No, bro, if this is a sad game, I'm gonna
got
cry.
left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. Dude, this game is pretty detailed. There's a lot to go around.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Stay out of the basement. What's in the basement? We'll probably
Even
get
the
answers later.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, okay, so this isn't the original house. It's probably just the wind. The parts of me just walking around.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Okay, kind of
My
morbid.
mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
That's not what the wheelchair's for. It's on
After
the
Milton
stairs.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Whoa.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh, is that his dead brother's side? Because there's like a rope.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed
What
rooms
the
you weren't allowed inside of.
This is a fuzzy bathroom.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Edith. Oop. Edith. Is that...
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Excuse me.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin. That's a... Dude. Having the name Odin... That's aura.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
That's aura too. Oh. Okay.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Go this way. Yeah, look in here. This is Molly. Oh, this is like a little girl, right?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
1947. So wait. Oh. So all the sealed rooms are people who have
I
died in
spent
the
a lot
house
of
or their
time
family.
playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
This is what the key. Oh, yep, it's what the key unlocks.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
That's a cool secret door.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yo, this is
Reading
sick.
this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I
This
had
is
no
a slow.
idea where
This
all
is a
this
slow
was gonna
burn.
lead.
Slow burn. It's still pretty good so far. Oh, this is Molly's
I
room.
grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Okay, that's adorable. I kind of skipped dialogue there.
Being
That's on
inside
me.
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Sorry if you guys can hear my keyboard. Molly Finch. Oh, it's a journal.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Either we're eating the gerbil or we're eating its food. The fish. We eat the fish. Hear me out. We eat the fish. I thought about it. No. We can't. We can't. The gerbil food. No, 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 no. What is this?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Dang. This little kid.
I kept eating and eating.
No, no.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Are these even real?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Don't eat the.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
This kid's a freak. I'm sorry, fishy.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to eat Christopher.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
What is that?
Suddenly, I was a cat.
What the fuck is going on? I'm a kitty. Kitty. I'm a kitty.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
What is happening?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Those are my. Oh, am I dreaming? Am I reading a? Oh, I'm reading a dream. That makes more sense. I was about to say, what is going on? This kid is just either a tweaker or has magical powers.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Piggy!
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
This little kid's a
Flew off to
freak.
find something bigger.
Oh, what is wrong with this kid?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Bro. Bro, what is this game? What am I playing? People... I've seen people really like this game too.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What? What the frick? Ew.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
This guy's a freak, bro. How about eating
I wanted
people?
to stop, but also I didn't. After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
I'm like speechless. I'm sorry I'm not talking that much.
Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
This game is interesting.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
So, dude,
I got closer and closer.
oh, it's my own room.
All my stomach started growling.
Okay.
And suddenly,
Okay.
I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
So wait, is the...
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
She died at the age of 10. I'm assuming we're gonna find...
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Kitty.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
There's so much dialogue that if I
So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
that when I talk, there's
I
usually
spent a lot of time in
already
Great-Grandma
dialogue
Edie's
happening.
room.
Damn, she got a picture for all the birds. Okay, so
When Edie
No,
told
just
people
never mind.
Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
damn. R.I.P. Sven. You were great in Frozen. Loved you.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh, I'm Edith Jr.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Yo, this shit's kind of sad, bro. Like, I guess genuinely getting sad.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg
Family
and their newborn
curse?
son, Johan.
I also didn't read a description of this game, so I don't know what I'm missing.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His
R.I.P.
daughter
Odin.
Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's Odin's story.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I like all the mouse controls. Yep.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ew. Who wants a fuzzy bathroom, dude? Oh, yeah, fuck with it. That's a vibe. Lawn chair
The
in
only
the
trace
bathroom.
Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Does this say? Yeah, that's alcohol. Oh, so this key unlocks multiple doors. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Dude, these are some sick secret doors. I ain't gonna lie, twin.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, this is like one of those red rooms for like old cameras. Oh, those are toys. Okay, I was about to say, this looks like not robots, but astronauts. Milton. Couple turns landed in a native haven. Oh, it's this room. Fort Sam captured. Yo, this game gets sad, bro. To command center. Yo, this is sick, bro.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess
Command
my grandpa
center.
didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Command center. Oh, is this gonna be yeah, it's gonna be his story.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, what a swing.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore
Oh,
he'd
swing.
never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Everyone wants to fly, low-key.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him
Wait.
going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I have no words. That was actually... How long am I in? 33 minutes? God, this game is
After the
pretty
funeral,
good, dude.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That did happen. Oh my god. Bro.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay. Big footy. Big foot. Pizza! Birthday pizza. Is that pizza?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans.
Okay.
It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
That's
Now
that's a stock
was a great
scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, this is
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box,
Oh. What the
and as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh. This section's so cool.
Rick?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, we got a weapon. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Where's the buzzsaw? Can't see anything. There's music vibe.
Fridge rattled.
There's music bopping though.
Still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
The late picture show.
Hours later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, another one. Bro. Dude. I heard this freaking crutch, yo. This is gonna turn, isn't it? Or I can beat it. This looks like comic book section's cool though.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And here he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over.
Did I just freaking kill this guy? I'm sorry I'm not like... Again, I'm sorry I'm not commenting much, but like... There's so much happening in this game and so much dialogue, I don't think I need to. I also... Oh, this gonna look so weird.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Who at the door, yo?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As
So-
Barbara, tucked inside the music box, is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
So these like... Oh. Clever. Are these like... I don't know what to like believe. These can't
Edie told me
be...
all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Close the freaking book. Thank you.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, I can go to the basement now. We're in the basement. We're in the basement. Wow, there's nothing.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Wait. So Sven was the father? Odin was the grandfather. And
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once,
these are the kids.
carrying packages.
So Edie, we punched it. There's
I
the
thought
fridge.
maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was
What the-
hiding a lot more than that.
Dude, all these secret doors, man.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Train! Oh, dude, this kid was sick. Dude, he painted trains and, like, put them together. Wait, this wasn't a kid. This guy was, like, 50.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
So wait.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Exact same thing happened, except it's years in the future.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
I like how they do the subtitles. That's sick.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Oh, we finally got
I'm
it.
done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Off the bunker. What? Okay. We're going deeper. Oh my gosh, man.
I know it's out there somewhere.
What? You know what's out there?
Whatever killed Barbara
Oh.
and Molly.
Wait, this is the guy who left.
And Calvin.
Damn.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
So it comes out on the train track? Dude,
I'm going to appreciate all of it.
I'm lost.
Especially the food.
Obviously, these guys
I
are
don't mind
dead.
if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
So wait.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh, so okay. So what I'm getting at is, Molly starved to death, I think. Molly starved to death. Odin. I don't remember what happened to Odin. Calvin flew off the swing. Walter got hit by a train after leaving his bunker. And then Barbara. I don't know what to think about Barbara. She got jumped by monsters, I guess.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Okay, that's it. I'm starting to get... So it's just showing me how they died, but like some of it may be exaggerated.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Okay, so Walter was genuinely under the house, and he's like in a bunker.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Pitch black, can't see.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe two.
Wait,
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
am I the only one left of this family?
and found out what happened to everyone else.
So,
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
yeah. So, there's a curse.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse,
Oh, there,
we
yeah.
made it real.
Bro got hit by the train. Okay, yeah, so that actually did happen. And that's where Odin went down, right? Dude.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Who am I right? Who's writing this? Is it the character I'm playing as who's like writing this, or am I?
And the
I'll figure
history
it out, we'll figure
you're
it
a
out.
part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Wait. The swing I saw in the beginning. Dude.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Dude, it's literally the swing.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
It's wrapped around the tree branch. I don't know whether or not to like it's supposed to be sad or not.
Gotten used to it.
I don't even know if I'm like perceiving this as it's supposed to be.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
No.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh, these are all animals, I think.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly. Cat wings. She died when she was 10. Bro, he died when he was 11. He was 49. '93. 16.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
That was the old house. So that's exactly what I knew it was.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
He was one.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard
Oh,
to protect
Milton's
us.
alive.
We never found Milton's body.
Oh.
So my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Damn. 36. $22. Lots of
There's so
variety.
many things I wish I could ask my mom
in the
now.
ages.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
The big tree.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay, low drop. Pretty sure
I
my
never
kid.
met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Not yet, not yet.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Is that a house cat? Taxidermied house cat.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
She pulls him
Am I
away.
gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures,
Turn.
okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Huh?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn on.
I shouldn't have took the picture yet.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Let me jump a little.
Great shot, Dawn!
I'm sorry, my face in the bottom.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Damn.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's actually tragic, bro. It's a gun. This is a gun. It's tragic, bro.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
The ray tracing on that is insane. Oh, this is the baby's room. Oh no. Don't, bro. What the fuck is that? Don't do it to me, dude.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
It's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Little.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Little frog, little ducks. Yes, sir.
You did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us. about the world he saw.
No. No.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Fuck.
About everything.
The baby drowned.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Dude. This game, man. This game, dude. R.I.P. Gregory. R.I.P. Greg. R.I.P. my boy Greg.
My mom ever writing poetry, and yet
R.I.P. my boy Greg in the comments.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Wait a minute.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Okay.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and
Wait a
quickly
minute.
went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
No, bro. Don't. I already know what happened, dude. He gets struck. He's gonna get struck by lightning.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
What the hell?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
I'm confused how he died. 'Cause he didn't get struck by lightning. Did his kite?
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Wait. Dude. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it here for the day. See y'all tomorrow. I think we're good. I think it's good. Finally, we are back. And I'm pretty sure it put us right where we left off. So, yeah, okay. So, I don't need to explain this because it'll be the same episode or same video, but you know what happened. Oh, it's like a fire pole. Okay. I noticed that at first. Alright, so we're just going to get straight back into it, because for you guys, it's been possibly 2 seconds. For me, it's been over 24 hours. Actually, no, less than 24 hours, but like... Ooh, rock wall. Okay.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, okay, okay. Following Jesus.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. Could that be a name? Is that like... Oh yeah, he's Indian. Okay. It says India, so... I don't know what he was.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Oh, we're about to like go to the roof?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Damn. The Milton.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton.
And to see kids in the house again.
Milton.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So do okay, so they extended the... Oh my god, I'm not even at the top yet. I'm assuming this game's gonna end when I get to the top. Because we've been going up and up and up.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
A little classroom.
But it didn't last.
Oh.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
Oh, this is
when
Milton's
Edie gave
room.
him a castle.
Milton.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, it's paint. Okay, I thought I say. Damn. He liked painting. The kid liked painting. Respect? I need to stop joking. This is a pretty tragic game. Loki, I like the room. Like, bed up here, little model right here. Yeah, that's sick. Oh, you climb it? I figured you'd like pull something down. Yo, this is actually so cool. I would kill for a room like this.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is Milton's story. Bro. Okay, I thought I had to restart. Oh, because he goes missing, so he goes to the door.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I'm assuming that's what it was, like, hinting to.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
So he found something and then went missing.
Mom definitely
Yo.
blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
2010.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Legalized marijuana. Okay. Wait, was that a bong? Okay, can't go up here. What a view, though. Like the chair swings. The vibe. I see it, I see it. Is that a key I see?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him
Like
lived
the
on.
fucking bottle opener. Or was a stoner? But that's kind of obvious. That's kind of obvious so far.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
I didn't even do that, but...
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
What the freak? Okay, we multitask.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I'm getting...
I
Grab
had
the fish.
hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his
Thank you.
boss. But he said Lewis had become a model
I just sneezed all over my monitor.
employee.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Ooh, fire bee.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Hold up.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
I'm sorry I have no words for this.
And
I'm
he
just...
won.
Mario reference?
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh. Do I still have to do the fish thing, bro?
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
What the? Wait a minute. Am I gonna chop off my own hand? Because I'm losing sight of reality? Is
In
this from...
Louisville, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Handsome queen. Is he gonna chop off his hand?
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbow.
radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her silver harp.
I'm sorry, I have no... Dude, I can't. I apologize for not talking from me, but...
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
What is going on? I've been chopping fish for at least 5 minutes now.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Fish.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay, we seem to be back in reality, maybe? Oh, my locker. Yo, is that a Nintendo Switch?
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh my god.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Oh, that's me, or that's Louis. My god, it's so cold.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Did he OD?
The palace would be packed with his companions, including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
This is like him chasing a high, so he keeps doing more and more. If I'm right that he did OD, then this story is about him chasing that high until he eventually ODs, which is...
His queen waited.
Oh my
his
god.
bow. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
I think he probably OD'd.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yo, R.I.P. that guy.
On the way back,
By the way, I
from
could be
Lewis's
wrong about
funeral,
all of this, by the way.
My mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I'm liking the subtitles in this game too. I like the way they are.
I wish we'd stayed.
Packing
But I
peanuts.
understand why we left.
Fling classroom.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Damn.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith. Wait. This is the last kid, right? Is that me? My Edith?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Edie
Until
is a
supper,
different
when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So dark.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the
Edie's the
library, I
grandma.
don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Damn.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, am I gonna walk towards the...
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know,
I'd say.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Oh, am I playing as Edie right now? I am.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
I don't even know what to say right now.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Gone as in dead
After
or
that, we
gone
moved
as...
around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Woo, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Wait.
I hope you'll never see it.
Am I the...
I just
Is
wanna
this the
meet
kid
you.
being born?
And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad.
That
I'm
was...
gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Dude. I have no words. That was beautiful. That was a great game. The Edith Finch team at 2017. The end. Great game. Wow. That's it. All right. Well, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. But yeah. That was What Remains of Edith Finch. And well, I'll see y'all in the next one.